And it's kind of dark in here, but let me just get some lights on. And here is my little office. It was going to be my mom's and my office, but since I'm the only one who went around now, because the flu is a bastard, it's now my office. Yeah, it's got these old door hinges. Of course, they weren't intended to be open from the inside, but they work for me. And I know it looks really, really nice, but trust me, earlier there were shelves all along this side. There were braces for the shelves to be put on. But since my dad decided to make this into like a temporary office for when he eventually does decide to have the property rented out, this will serve as an office for someone. It'll be air conditioned eventually. And get some lights, got a little bit of a fan. Air conditioning is going to be a thing that's going to be happening very soon, especially with summer coming up. This is my dad's old toolbox. He's given it to me. Can't look in it right now because it's locked, because this part here has to be flipped upwards so you can actually get inside at the drawers. So, a little bit of a design flaw. But anyways, there's some stuff from inside the house that Dad decided just belonged outside the house because he decided cleaning up right now was a good idea. Anyways, here's my very, very nice looking work table. Almost fully assembled. Just have to do the screws on the bottom under there and to put the light up there. But yeah. Got some screws here. I've been putting this together since I started. It's been a very, very long and kind of exhausting 2-hour project. But we got some very nice drawers. 2 of them. A door for escape. And 2 other doors for entrance. But yeah. Gonna have a printer right here, and possibly the cleaning curer here, and anything I don't need down below there. Or maybe I could have the printer here, and then I can use this as like a little workspace, and I can put the curer and washer up there when it's not being stored down here on the second shelf. Oh boy, gotta sneeze. Or at least I felt I did. And in there is my printer and Elegoo Saturn. Once some things are completed, I will open it up and I will show it off for review. Until then, I'm gonna finish putting this beautiful thing together, move it around, and eventually this might even be my actual workbench. No more working inside the house. And no more having to have a piece of wood down on top of the stove with the camera pointed down for that one little review. Won't that be impressive? Maybe I could put like a little bit of a mount on top of this upper shelf so the camera can point down for reviews. That would be nice. Ooh, especially if I could make it be like this instead of the opposite way, because positioning of the light and all that stuff, the screw to attach it. Anyways, that's this is my future office. It's got some stuff in there, but hey, eventually it'll look nicer. Who knows? Maybe I'll have some time to put that very beautifully designed poster up. Yeah, my mom printed that for me as a gift. Her decision, not mine. But dang it, it's beautiful. And of course, I could always put this up. There's a very beautiful Bluebell Railway poster. Found that at an antique swap meet, or an antique show. We used to have one. I don't know if we still do anymore, but I've not been into one for a while, so who knows. But yeah, that's my shop. And for those wondering exactly just how good this light is, it's not exactly great, but oh well. Who knows how useful it will be? It depends all on the situation, I suppose. I guess it depends all on the situation. I don't know why I'm even repeating this, probably I'll put narration in this in the last part. Now, anyone could open this the old-fashioned way, but I'm going to use a little magic. Just going to use some scissors and... ta-da! It's a box in a box. How surprising. Now let's get this thing open. Now that the printer is mostly set up, let's just see what we got in here. We've got funnels, we got the power cord, and here's the other half. Got an Allen wrench and a scraper, and some very, very nice clippers, I guess for removing supports. Some more Allen wrenches, some masks, a lot of stuff in this here thing, including scrapers. And this is the setup for leveling the printer head, which I'll get to very shortly. But first, let's start with powering it up. Just gotta get rid of these stupid twist ties, throw them away, untangle the cord, and plug it in, and all is set in motion. A plug here, and a plug there, and she lives. Now that we have power, it's time to set up the printer to print. First, we've got to move the Z-axis up to put on the builder's plate. Once the builder's plate is attached to the Z-axis, all I have to do is loosen these Allen nuts. These Allen nuts will allow me to level the builder's plate once it's returned to the home base. Simply returning the printer to home base allows the base to be completely level. While holding the builder's plate, I tighten these two screws in the order from the first to the second. A little upper body strength is needed to make sure it's completely tight and will not move later in operation. Now with the resin tank reattached, the printer is set to print. Now that everything is ready, it's time to start printing. But what to start with? Fair to say, I have a lot of models that I could use. But, let's start with Alfred. This guy is going to be for a future project, so might as well start with him anyways. Just run it through Chitu Box to help get the supports and slicing, and it's all ready to print. Upload it onto a USB and plug it in, and we are ready to roll. Print. And play. Okay, here we go. And now we wait. Now let's very carefully take the lid off. After a couple hours of printing, it's time to get a look at the fruits of my labor. Since the model itself is still covered in uncured resin, it has to be cleaned. Just remove it from the builder's plate, put it into this very nice tray, into this Elegoo Mercury Plus cleaner and curing machine, and give it a spin. After washing, then comes curing, and then finally, the appraisal. Okay. Alright, and here is what an hour of work looks like. This very nice Ertl scale. Hell, Alfred face. Yes, I am very happy with this. The wrinkle detail is stunning. And it didn't even cost me that much. Didn't cost me so much to get sent away to Shapeways, and it didn't take me long to get back. Yes, I am very happy with this printer. And thus we bring this peek into my new shop to a close. But tomorrow is another day and another project.